Hi, everyone, and welcome to Marketing Corner episode, echoey episode number
103. Boom.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Whoop, whoop.
Woo. We're still in the echo chamber,
Yeah. Still recording from a borrowed studio.
borrowed studio, but it's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. Like, if you think about where we started.
I was just going to say, God.
Like, we started on a lousy internet Zoom call. This is
With me having contractions.
Yeah, this is a pretty solid improvement. I'm not
I
in
find
a.
that video. I have a bloopers video, but when we started, I was pregnant with number one.
Yeah.
And I was having Braxton Hicks
Yeah.
contractions during quote. And I remember I was like,
God.
give me a sec. And you're like, are you okay?
Are you okay? Should I call an ambulance? I'm fine.
Because women are badasses. Yes. So we decided this was probably going to be a short one.
Yeah, might be a short one. You never know.
You never know with us.
No.
But it's kind of topical.
Yeah.
What are we talking about today, Casper?
We're talking about something you brought up to my attention, which I think is cool. That shout out to Jen. That LinkedIn is cracking down on scraping.
Yes.
I think they've been talking about this for a while, so it's one of those things where like it doesn't really surprise you that they're finally doing something about it, but now they really cracked down.
They're really doing something about it.
And the way we know about it now is that they literally banned the company page of Apollo and Seamless AI.
Yes.
And especially I know Seamless AI is pretty huge too, but I know Apollo quite well. I haven't really used it that much. I've used Leadfeeder, but same potato to be honest, right? And also, and this is the kicker for me, and you just told me that, is that they're also banning people who've been using the data from these tools.
Yes.
That's the killer.
Yes.
That's the killer.
Yes. So, as you said, LinkedIn, they've been talking about it forever.
Yeah.
Scraping. We always knew scraping was naughty, but we marketers ruin everything, right?
We got to try, right?
We're like, keep going until you get caught. Well, some people got caught, and they're actually taking legal action on some tools.
Yeah.
And as you mentioned, like we're recording on Friday, the 7th of March, and I believe it was Thursday, the 6th of March that Apollo
so it's
and
pretty,
Seamless.
this for us is fresh. When you listen to it, might be a week or two old.
Yeah, you'll be like, we know. Skip. Oh, 1-star review. We have like 4.5 star review. Someone gave us a low review.
What?
Yeah, whoever you are, we're going to find you.
You're out there.
We're going to find you.
Fuck you up. Anyway,
I forgot this is a video, not a video format. Okay, so who will this impact?
Yeah. Well, everyone who uses the tool, right?
Everyone who uses scraping.
But I think important part, it's all the data providers, right? It's all the Apollo and stuff. But I'm worried about the Zoom infos, the Cognizant, the Lusha, all those.
Lusha's bad.
Lusha's bad,
but Zoom Info and Cognizant are partners of LinkedIn, from what I understand. So let me get my PDF up that I made.
So what that means, just to translate into my stupid brain here, when you're a partner, that means they are paying LinkedIn to scrape.
I cannot confirm or deny, but
that's essentially what
it is listed as an ethical.
Something like this, right?
It's listed as an ethical enrichment tool. Clearbit, Cognizant, and Zoom Info have legal partnerships with LinkedIn.
Gotcha. So in other words, they're paying to be able to do it, which is fine. Like, I think that's totally fine.
Yeah.
But Lusha and the other ones are not. And we're not experts. Maybe we're wrong. Just huge disclaimer around all this stuff.
We don't know anything.
We don't know anything.
Why are you still here?
Don't sue us. All that stuff. But that's how I read it, right?
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
So key reasons for the crackdown.
Yeah.
Compliance with GDPR.
Yes.
So scraping often requires the collection of personal details.
Yeah.
Not cool if we have not
Super not cool.
given our consent, right?
Yeah.
And LinkedIn wants to avoid any regulatory risks, especially in Europe. So that's that's like the reason they talk about.
Yeah.
But let's talk about the reason they're not talking about is that LinkedIn also have their own tools, Sales Navigator, and LinkedIn Ads that they don't really want you competing with.
Yes, and that's what it's mostly about, right?
Let's be real. No, it's protecting our data.
Yeah, whatever.
And the integrity of our privacy, Casper. How dare you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do think it matters more in terms of the EU, right? Like
it's more of an EU thing.
It's more of like an EU thing, but it's. I do think that GDPR thing is a thing. I actually do think it's not just a commercialization or monetization, but
in my old GDPR days, it's like, are they the provider? Are they because they then if we find out that our data was scraped, in theory we could make a complaint against LinkedIn for allowing it to be scraped, right?
My question might be,
not a lawyer,
and I'm not sure again we have the answer for this one, but why now? Yeah. Why now?
Yeah, they've been talking about it for a while.
They've been talking about it for a long time.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Like, without saying anything, I've tried some of these tools, right? But what I was thinking, I think it has something to do with AI.
Maybe.
I think the reason is it's never been hard to do, right? No. Like APIs and automation stuff. It's never been hard, but it's been somewhat inaccessible for normal people.
Yes.
Right? It's been like, you needed to know how to code, you needed to use some tools, you need to be a little bit advanced. And first, I couldn't do it on my own, I needed a tool or something. But I feel like these days, you could literally tell an AI agent, hey, go and find all these people on LinkedIn and pull the data for me. It takes 5 seconds, right?
There's probably been a prolification of it, right?
Yes,
like it's always been happening, but now it's probably like, oh shit.
Now it's extreme,
like
right? Now it's exploded.
Everyone can do it,
and everyone's doing it.
Point.
Like it's always been a lot. I think without knowing the data on this, I have a feeling it's been a lot. Yeah. Like it's been scraped a lot. Now it's just 10x, 100x or something, right? So now you're like, okay, now we got to do something.
The amount of cold outreach, but random emails and phone calls that I'm getting now. I get so much.
Oh my God.
Please don't call me.
Don't call me.
I'll call you. I'll call you.
And sometimes the calls I get, it's like, oh, whatever, man.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So, yes. So, they're protecting user data, making sure you're GDPR compliant, and also it's competitors of their Sales Navigator, which is super expensive, but I know a lot of teams really find value out of it. So it's cutting into their revenue. So the teams impacted the most, obviously, is going to be marketing, sales, and RevOps when it comes to lead nurturing, getting emails and things like that, but also recruiters and talent acquisition.
Absolutely.
Because a lot of recruiters out there will use these tools to get candidate data. So it's not just marketing who've ruined it. Yay! Finally, something we weren't alone in ruining. Recruiters are also going to be impacted by this as well. So if you're a recruiter or you love a recruiter in your life, let them know to stop doing this.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. So, with that in mind, Casper, what could they do instead? Tell the good people at home.
Recruiters or in general?
Well, I guess marketing people is probably what alternatives can we use to scraping? Things like, buying Sales Navigator?
Well, I think, first of all, I don't think they're ever gonna. I think it's this is. I don't want to be on the bad side of the law here, but like, it doesn't feel like they've cracked down on the whole AI agents, right? Yet. So technically you can still use AI agents and stuff, so I don't think that's excluded. But you use the official partners, right?
Yeah.
Like use the Cognizant. We use Cognizant at SparkForce.
Yeah.
Love it. Great tool. ZoomInfo, those the real ones. So, but of course the limitation is you have to pay for it, and they're more expensive.
Not cheap.
Yeah, no, they're more expensive.
And I think, from what I understand too, though, if you get caught using one of these data
you can actually get banned, right?
You can get banned. Anything that violates the terms.
I haven't heard anyone do that. I haven't
heard anyone. I've just heard that it will happen. And you're very close in LinkedIn circles.
Yeah. Let's see.
Yeah.
Like let's see, because like I know like they also said like for about 2 years ago ish they had a crackback on Chrome extensions. A lot of Chrome extensions we were using. Lempods and all these like other different tools. Way back. They're good stuff. And they were like, if you use these tools, you can get like, there's a ban list. I was like, okay, cool. So I followed that list, didn't use those tools and stuff. But I feel like I never really experienced it myself. Right? I didn't see, and all my friends didn't experience it either. So I was like, okay, the crackdown can't be that harsh.
Yeah.
Maybe this is different. So please be careful. But just be. I think what they typically do. LinkedIn, knowing them, is that they hit down on the ones who are the worst.
I hope so.
So they crack down. They crack down on the companies, Apollo, Lusha, whatever it is. They crack down on those guys, and then they probably crack down on the ones who I don't know if they can see you've been using the data the most.
Yeah, and I don't know how they track that, but
I have no idea how they actually do that.
But the following that you've built, is it worth it?
Yeah.
To lose all of that.
Yeah.
I would say no.
I would also say no.
And there is a lawsuit against HiQ Labs. I have not heard of HiQ Labs, but they are getting sued by LinkedIn for data scraping. So you're right. They're cracking down on the companies who basically boast about being able to do this.
Yeah.
probably only a matter of time till they figure out how to crack down on the people. But I don't know people personally who have been banned because
And
of
that's the
this.
thing, right?
Yeah.
I don't know either. But maybe that's phase 2. Like
Yeah.
maybe this is phase 1 is the companies, and then phase 2.
Phase 2.
That's what we're hearing, but who knows?
Because I mean, if AI is improving to help you scrape data, I imagine AI is also improving to help you detect people who are scraping data.
Potentially, yes. Right? Potentially.
The both sides of the coin.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No.
So so some of the things you can do instead to be a little bit more on the right side of LinkedIn's law
Sorry.
is using Sales Navigator. Not cheap, but I know
No.
people who use it find
Yeah.
it really, really helpful. Using Cognisim, Clearbit, ZoomInfo on the official partners that are allowed. Lead gen forms. LinkedIn want you to use LinkedIn
tools.
stuff.
Yeah.
LinkedIn tools. Like
I
use
think
their tools.
lead gen forms is just like, that's not what we use these things for anyways, right?
Yeah.
Like use these,
Well, that's
these
how you
tools.
get data, right? That's
right?
the first party data
Yeah,
collection.
so it's like you can improve your first party data collection, but it's also, it's a bit of a stretch, right? Like it's not really, I need a list of 10,000 accounts. Like, it's, okay, I'm going to switch to lead gen forms. It's not going to solve that.
No.
Right? So it solves some part of it, but it's also like, I think, of course, it hurts us in marketing less than it hurts us. It's mostly outreach people, right? Sales people.
RevOps, providing market research.
And I think the ones that get like trouble the most are the small startup scale-ups that have outbound teams that use these tools
that can't afford a Sales Navigator.
They can't afford either Sales Navigator or ZoomInfo, or so they're using cheap alternatives, right?
Yeah.
Those are probably the ones that get hurt the most. Do we get hurt in marketing? Slightly. We definitely, some of us, but it's manageable.
Yeah, I mean, and we marketers, we can do the LinkedIn matched audiences.
We can do other things, right?
There's other digital channels we can use that an outbound SDR, BDR don't have access to.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
They need a list of people to call. We can say, show this ad to people who look like this. We never actually get the data, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they can't say, call people who look like this.
Exactly.
Sorry for our sales brothers and sisters out there. We feel you.
Yeah, exactly.
Solidarity
all the way.
Yeah, other things you can do off LinkedIn, right? Optimize your website for lead capture, so gated content, chatbots for inbound and things like that.
Yeah.
Using LinkedIn messaging, opt-in for comms, all the legal, just
all the
don't
normal
be an
stuff.
asshole.
Yeah, don't
That's
be a
the
dick.
lose.
Like,
That's,
it's
don't
pretty,
be a dick.
scraping has always been on the bad side of the law.
Yeah.
Let's be real,
the
right?
black hat
and
side, I
the
guess.
fact is of the matter, it's been almost felt like, oh, this is fine because I'm using a tool. Like Apollo's doing the scraping. That's fine.
Yeah,
It's been the classic like look the other way kind of thing, right?
If the tool exists, it can't be illegal, right?
Exactly, right?
Yeah.
And now it's kind of like, we all knew that was not okay.
Yeah.
So now it's coming down. So now they're just saying, spend money to use it. And I think it's fair. I don't actually mind it. I just wish LinkedIn would price their things a little bit more better.
Yeah.
I understand why they do what they do. They're here to make money. Because they can. It's a monopoly kind of thing almost, right? But with that said, like, Sales Navigator is really, really expensive for what it does also.
Yeah.
Right?
I was actually looking into like premium and things like that the other day. One, you can't pay on their website. I feel like that's a flaw.
It is so weird and it is so bad UI. I'm like,
I wrote to their support and I'm
away.
like, do you want my money or not? I've trying to buy it.
I've been paying for premium for many years now on LinkedIn, and it keeps telling me, hey, you need to upgrade. And I'm like going, oh, you're already the highest upgrade. Like, what the fuck do you mean then? Like,
I can't
you
even
could get
pay.
Sales Navigator. Yes, I could, but that's like 10x what I'm paying. So please, no.
Yeah. I can't even pay. I've been trying to get premium for 3 years now, and it's like, oh, clear your cookies, try a different device, try a different and they give me this list, and I'm like, I'm trying to give you money. Like, why are you making me do all the work?
Speaking of that, on a slight side note here, like we spend a lot of time on Meta, right? Like we have for our clients, stuff. Yeah.
We hate you, Zuckerberg. Anyway, carry on.
But and sometimes and because we mainly deal with B2B SaaS companies, right?
Yes.
So, and they spend money on Meta, but not comparable to e-commerce. Like e-commerce companies, like way more spend on stuff like that. Yeah. So we don't have a Sparkforce, even though we're quite big these days, but we don't have a dedicated Meta person. Right. So it's so crazy. But we still spend, millions for our clients every month, and we can't get a dedicated person. So we've literally had people on our team that couldn't get access to their Meta accounts for 3 to 6 months. And we're like, we want to spend money We have clients we're spending money for. Can you help this person? And it's like, yeah, but two-factor and
Yes, that's what
a
happened to
real
me.
person. And that's what happened to you.
I was locked out for
that
3
happened
years.
to me. It
3 years I could not get into
Fuck
Facebook.
me,
3
right?
years. Best 3 years of my life.
I couldn't get in for 3 months. Nana couldn't get in when she was here previously. We have Teresa on our team couldn't get in for 4 or 5 months or something.
And you can't get any help.
And you can't get any help. And I'm just like, and it's this
I
little...
was calling in favors. I was like, hey, your partner works at Facebook. Or, hey,
Exactly.
you know someone. Can you help me? And I got put in touch with so many people. Like, my LinkedIn network came through. And they put me in touch with people, but they're like, there's literally nothing I can do. I'm like, you work at Meta. What do you mean you can't?
And I just find it so baffling because, like, with LinkedIn, we have 10 different reps that support us in
LinkedIn
one way.
are very
They're
proactive.
all over us, and I understand it's different business models and blah blah blah, all that jazz. But I do not understand why Meta is not just saying, hey, especially when we're an agency, like we're spending so much money with them, like just dedicate fucking. I don't know.
An hour a month.
An hour a month.
An hour a month to talk to us,
You could get us to spend 50% more.
And you know what?
Whatever.
This is where I humble brag because I had a Facebook account manager in my Plan Day days. I'm just going to do a little hair and they would take us out to trips to Dublin. They would come to Copenhagen, take us out for lovely sushi dinners. It was wonderful. And that was in the days where Facebook was killing it for us. I think we had like a 400% ROI on our Facebook spend. Facebook, Instagram, but Facebook was our main one. And then when I lost that person, like when I changed jobs, I had to go like a peasant. I didn't have an account manager anymore. And then, you're writing to them, they're like, what level of money do I have to spend to get someone to help me? And it was just like $1 million a month still wasn't enough. And you're just like... Exactly.
And the same, and Google is the same. Like
Google
Google and Facebook are so arrogant when it comes to I'm saying it out loud on the here. These people are so arrogant. They make way too much money because like it requires like literally if they hired a person who just like managed us and then 10 other agencies, 50 other, I don't care how many. You can probably manage a lot. I swear to God, if you paid that person, I don't know, 40K a month, DKK, would earn back its salary like 100x.
Yeah. In minutes.
Right, just by making sure that everyone had the right access. Just like that part alone would just clear up so much shit.
And that's what we love about LinkedIn is there's so, like, our budget for when we started on Amundo was super tiny. And immediately we had someone and they helped us and they analyzed our ads and they even gave us access to stuff.
And they have a rep initially. So you have like and those are the lower tier reps and no hard feelings, but those are the ones that are a little bit automated and stuff, and that's what you get for just spending money. And then once you cross a different tier, you get but the tier is not hard to get through.
No, we got the tier very quickly.
Yeah,
and
super compared to what like we should have. Yeah, we should have the same with our platforms. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, absolutely. So LinkedIn, they're cracking down.
I think it's good. Ethically, I like it.
Yeah, I think it's the right thing to do.
I think it's the right thing.
But I think you bring up a really good point that for these smaller marketing teams, 1-2 people armies who don't have a ton of budget.
Especially the outbound teams, right?
The outbound teams, maybe not even marketing, but the outbound teams, times are going to get tough.
Yeah, it's going to get a little bit tougher. Like you can't do the same hacks.
Marketing closer, get closer to marketing.
Or pay up, right?
Or pay up.
Yeah, or just pay for the tools you wanted to use or have been using to some extent, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Cool. Any last thoughts on this quick and dirty
episode? Please, I would love to, if anyone has experience using these tools and have been banned, I would love to see how this evolves. We probably get some info on this over the next few weeks, but also from your experience, if you've been banned or something, please send that to. I've never tried it. Like I've taught social selling to a lot of people, and I think over my lifetime of teaching, I've had one person come to me that got a warning and got banned.
Really?
But she also misused what I taught her dramatically. So it's never. I've never had anyone get banned, at least that I know of.
Yeah.
But if you're listening and you're like ever been banned or something, please tell us. I'd love to hear.
Why are you such a bad person?
Well, that person got banned, not me.
I know.
I'm the teacher.
Tell us why you got banned and why you're such a terrible person to get banned. What were you doing?
Well, I told her, do these things 2 to 3 times a week, and she was like, okay, cool. So I'm going to do it 3 times a day. I'm like, that's not what I said.
That's a great way to draw attention to yourself.
That's all I said.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
So I was like, okay, then you deserve this. And she was like, yeah, no.
But I would also be curious, I guess, if you're banned, is that it? Like,
no,
you lose everything?
No.
Or?
Like, well, depends on what you do, right?
Yeah.
Like, I've heard some people, I know some people that have done, I can't even say that about pretty bad stuff. those people deserve to get banned right away.
Okay.
But with the stuff she did, I think she got a warning. Like
Okay.
she got like a 30-day ban or something like that.
Okay, and then she was able to get back in.
Able to get back.
Lesson learned.
Yeah. So, but I've never I never received any of that stuff.
I've
so.
never received anything.
No, I never got a warning or anything.
Touch wood.
I have some salespeople that I've seen get warnings before, but that's just because they were really active.
Dude, yeah, we've seen a few where it's like 40.
Where LinkedIn's like, hey, this seems like a bot, but it's like, I'm actually not using a bot. I'm just like on LinkedIn full time every day.
All the time. Yeah.
So-
That's the other thing. If you're using bots and LinkedIn see, like, there's a perfect example. If they see weird activity.
Yeah.
So don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Woo.
Just stay under the radar
Yeah.
and don't do dodgy shit.
Then you're fine.
You'll be fine.
Yeah.
Don't do dodgy shit.
Don't do dodgy shit.
Don't be
and
a
you'll
jerk.
Be fine.
The end.
And on that note, thanks for listening.
We love you.
Love you. Bye.
Okay, love you. Bye.